Hello, first graders, and welcome back to your social studies job for today. Our target skills for today are I can read timelines and I can construct a timeline to show the events of my life in order. So today, boys and girls, you are going to be thinking about things that have happened to you over time, in the past and in the present. We are going to put these events in order on a timeline. What's a timeline? I'm glad you asked. A timeline is the order in which things have happened. So, boys and girls, today you are going to think about things that have happened to you. Maybe not everything, but the most important things that have happened to you in your life, and you are going to put them in time order on a timeline. So, what is the very first event that happened in your life? That is where your timeline will start. You can use a timeline to put the events of your life in order. Let's do an example of my life to get you started. This is what my timeline will look like. You can see that I have titled it Miss Rossman's Life so far. So, friends, on this blank line, I have put other lines to point to the events in my life. The very first thing that has happened to me was I was born. So you will see I have put the date that I was born. I described what the event was. My sentence says I was born, and I've put a picture of me as a baby. Boys and girls, on your timeline, you can draw pictures or you can stick pictures. It is your choice. The second event that I think is most important to my life is I moved to a new state. Have you ever moved somewhere else? It is a pretty important part of your life. So I'm going to put that on my timeline. I put the date that it happened, the year that it happened, and then I put a picture to go with it. My sentence says, I moved to a new state. The next event in my life was I moved to a new state again. Have any of you ever lived in 2 or more places? I have, and it's a pretty important part of my life, so I'm going to put it on my timeline with a picture. The next event on my timeline was my sister was born in 1989. That's the year that my sister was born. So I wrote a sentence and drew a picture. Then, boys and girls, another important event was in 2001, my second sister was born. And here I have put a picture of me with my second sister, describing that event. Then, boys and girls, my next event is in 2015. I went to university. That was a pretty important part of my life. So I put the year, I described it with a sentence, and then I stuck a picture on my timeline to help the reader better understand. The last event I put on my timeline was when I moved to Ankara and became a teacher. And here I have put a picture to show you that I am a teacher. All right, friends, these are just a few of the most important parts or events in my life. You will see that they are in order, things that happened in the past, and now things that are happening in the present. It is your turn, boys and girls, to create a timeline of your life. Think of at least 4 important events and put them on your timeline. Write one sentence to describe and then draw or stick a picture on your timeline for each event. Have fun, first graders. I cannot wait to see your timelines.